Hello everyone, this is Kronos from Texas Smash. Let's nerd out together. Today we'll be going over Season 1 of the Promised Neverland anime. This video will review Season 1 and can also serve as a recap of the series for those of you looking forward to Friday. And there is some big time news regarding the coming season that could drastically impact the anime in a very positive or negative way. This video is safe for anime-only viewers. I hope you're having a great day, and even if you're not, everything is fine now. Why, you ask? Because another video from Texas Smash is here. Like and subscribe. In episode 1, Norman and Emma find out that the orphanage house they reside in is not what it seems. Thanks to a tip from Ray, Norman and Emma rush to give Coney her favorite stuffed bunny before she leaves the orphanage for her better life. Did you pick up on the sarcasm there? Coney is dead. Emma and Norman are horrified to learn that their mom was willfully bringing kids to their slaughter for the sake of the demon race. Well, probably more for the sake of her own survival, but still. In their panic, they leave behind the stuffed bunny that they were planning on giving back to Coney, which did not go unnoticed. Due to Isabella, aka Mom, knowing that one or more of her children witnessed Coney's death, the Gracefield house gets a new member, Sister Crone. More on her later. Our MC trio of Emma, Norman, and Ray determine that one of the children among the household must be a spy working for Mom. Norman discovers that Ray is in fact the traitor in one of the 3 top moments of Season 1. Smartest 11-year-old I've ever seen. Anyway, Ray explains that he has known the truth about Gracefield for quite some time, and he has been acquiring items and information literally for years to pull off an escape. With the air seemingly cleared, the kids go back to work trying to forge a path of survival. They include Dawn and Gilda in on the secret and discover some important books in the library that seem to have Morse code messages hidden within them. I mentioned Sister Crone earlier. Well, she clearly wants Isabella's job. Crone has already discovered which kids know the secret of the house. She has also discovered a letter with incriminating details about Isabella. Unbeknownst to her that Ray planted this letter and Ray wanted Crone to find it. Crone does not even get to finish celebrating before Isabella knocks on her door to tell her she is being transferred, which is code for her scheduled demon food appointment. However, she did leave behind a certain pen. Isabella snarkily tells Ray that Crone is dead. In the same conversation, she tells Ray that she has no use for him anymore and locks him in a room. This is horrible timing as the kids have initiated their escape plan at this very moment. Isabella discovers Emma and Norman at the wall at the perimeter of the camp. Emma tells Norman to just go and goes to try to hold Mom to buy Norman some time. I'm not sure Emma knew what was about to happen to her, as maybe Mom would have just slapped her away or thrown her to the side, but Norman's ascension up the wall is cut short when he hears a brutal crack behind him. Isabella broke Emma's leg so as to make escaping from their horrid fate far less likely, and then talks to the children about how much she loves them and that they are going to be the best meat for the one. After this, Norman is sent away. Emma and Ray plead with him to come up with a new plan that doesn't involve his death. Norman refuses on multiple occasions, saying it would only jeopardize everybody else. However, he does give the others a clutch heads up that a massive cliff awaits them on the other side of the wall, throwing a wrench into the escape plan. Next up to be sent away is Ray. However, Ray has another idea in mind. In an insane scene where Emma tries to encourage Ray to be more motivated to escape the farm like he was once before, Ray says, "Hold my beer," and pours gasoline all over himself, maniacally explaining to Emma that all of Mom's hard work will be for nothing because he will be ash, not food. Fortunately, Emma snags the lighter before it hits the floor. With Ray saved, the kids move forward with the final plan to escape Gracefield House, involving burning the house, cutting off ears, which is where the tracking devices were located, making Mom think Ray was burning alive, and lots of sheets and coat hangers. It was revealed that Ray was Isabella's son towards the end of the season. Ray has infantile amnesia, and Isabella heard Ray humming the same song she would always hum over 12 years ago, before Ray was born. Isabella was aware that Ray was her son. Despite knowing this, her first words when she thought her son was burning alive was, "Maybe we can still save the brain." Season 1 of The Promised Neverland covers the Gracefield House arc. This is regarded by the consensus of manga readers to be the best arc of the series. Promised Neverland won Crunchyroll Awards Best Fantasy and, more impressive, Best Villain for Isabella in 2020. Isabella is a unique kind of evil, and she really kicks the show off with a bang as the first major antagonist. The scene where she breaks Emma's leg and then proceeds to tell her how much she loves her and wants her to be happy is a beautiful example of just how Mom can make your skin crawl. Norman discovering Ray as the traitor was absolutely brilliant. Norman instantly became my favorite character because of this scene. You already know by now, right? I set a trap for 3 people. To Dawn, I said that the rope was under my bed. To Gilda, I said the second floor bathroom ceiling. That's what I told you, Ray. But actually, I told Dawn it was in the dining hall, and I told Gilda it was in the library. The rope that was under my bed disappeared. Then what about the other 2 locations? Should we go check them now? I think when Ray was pouring gasoline on himself, telling Emma about his grand plan to kill himself, I literally was saying the word no out loud. Last thing, the opening song is on fire. There's not a lot of things that Season 1 of The Promised Neverland does badly. I did not like how the final episode or 2 tried to make the viewer feel sympathy for Isabella. Really, that was about it as far as negative things go for me for the show. I'm really having to reach here, but if I were to say any other negative thing about the show, it would be about Koni's death. I'm not a Promised Neverland manga reader, so I was not aware of this point until a friend told me after I had watched the anime. In the manga, Koni's death hits you out of nowhere. Emma and Norman are just going to give their friend her toy bag, and then bam, a panel of Koni dead in a vehicle. Conversely, the anime shows Norman and Emma horrified for a while, and there was a good moment of what is it going through the watcher's mind. Like I said, we're really reaching for negative points about The Promised Neverland, but I wanted to give you more than one. The Promised Neverland Season 1 is an amazing fantasy thriller. It will have you on the furthest out of the edge of your seat as you can be during numerous scenes. This was a series that truly broke the mold of the typical shonen standard action-adventure story. Watching the show as it aired was torture for the viewer, with nearly every episode having a quality cliffhanger ending. However, that did give a very different feel versus the next 3 times I went through the show, binging it each time in one day. I highly recommend Promised Neverland to anyone and everyone. It is amazing for both weebs and the people who haven't really watched much anime, like a significant other. Season 2 premieres this Friday, January 8th. As I said at the beginning of this video, this content is safe for anime-only viewers, as I will not be going into any plot details beyond the Gracefield arc. However, the consensus that I hear from almost every person I talk to is that Promised Neverland, unfortunately, is never able to top this amazing first arc. Manga readers will usually call out another arc not too far down the line as the only other arc in the series that comes anywhere close to the Gracefield arc. Another common complaint I hear is that the show started off as an amazing shonen thriller and turned into more of a stereotypical shonen adventure after the first arc. The sales numbers as time went past the initial hype support these claims as well. I have not read the Promised Neverland manga. I cannot personally say if these claims are true. However, I feel like there must be some merit to the claim considering everything. Apparently, the numbers were hard to ignore for Cloverworks Animation Studio as well. There will be anime original canon content in Season 2 of The Promised Neverland. Conversely, the anime may cut out part of and or deviate from the manga in certain areas. Normally, those 3 words, deviate from manga, is a huge mistake that does not end well for the anime. One of the producers of the anime, Kenta Suzuki, made this comment, quote, "But we will have that possibility of deviating a little bit more from the manga possibly. We know that there are viewers who, after they watch the anime, want to continue on and read the manga, and there are viewers that have read the manga first and are now watching the anime. We would like to create an anime that is interesting because of its differences and its different approaches from the original manga. For example, the art style was a little bit different, and the way that the story was revealed to the audience was slightly different because of the decisions that the director made." And much more recently, we have this statement from Shonen: "The Promised Neverland will have original scenarios completely supervised by the writer of the series, Kaiju Shirai. The only anime that beat the manga that I can personally attest to is Akeme ga Kill. That said, I am very hopeful that Shirai will take full advantage of his second chance." Did The Promised Neverland just set the bar too high for itself with the first arc? Will these original scenarios and the writer's involvement with the anime help to save the series? Was Isabella the best villain of 2020? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.